And now we're back. Anyway, hey, Nikki.
Hey, Brandon.
Oh, goodness. Now we're in the desert.
It's hot here.
It's very hot. I've only unlocked one on this one, so we're gonna do whatever this one was called.
I did not see.
I went way too fast in my excitement. Controllers, though, how about them?
Yes. Yeah, tell me more about computer controllers.
So I narrowed it down to two, and one of them is the Steam controller. Like, Steam made their own controller. And,
that's right. I remember that.
yeah, and I was looking at it, and it's really funny because all of the reviews for it are basically like, is it good? We don't know. It's pretty weird, though. That's what everybody says, which is super helpful. It's like a normal controller, except for like in terms of shape, I guess. Oh, I hit the die button. My bad. Yeah, you can just kind of like yeet at any moment. Well, or you can hit a rock, but I could just be like, "Bah." Well, I'm not really doing a good example of dying, am I? Boom. There we go.
Could you die better?
Oh, no. So the major thing is that like the A, B, X, and Y buttons are like a little further down on the controller, and then there is a touchpad where like your right thumb would go. And the touchpad takes the place of a mouse, and so it's good for PC gaming in that sense. But everybody's like, it feels, this is just a dead end. Well, fuck me. All right. Well, whoa, that was a far one. Everybody's like, it feels kind of weird, except for like a handful of games that make sense with it. So, I don't know about that one, but everybody was like, you know what's a really solid one? The PS4 controller.
Interesting.
Yeah, because it hooks up via Bluetooth, and so you can just hook it up to your PC. And so I'm pretty sure I'm just going to get a PS4 controller, because that has life outside of a PC, and
yeah,
apparently works pretty well. So
that's cool. I know, because I was wondering, because I believe you said you were using a PS3 controller previously.
Yeet.
So I was like, I wonder if the PS4 would work as well, but I thought maybe you didn't like the PS3, so...
No, I very much like the PlayStation controller. Like, that is, like, I love the Joy-Cons on the Switch and everything, but I feel most at home still with a PlayStation controller. Really? Just,
yeah. Like, I love the Joy-Cons, too, when they don't freaking drift.
Oh, yeah, you're having that drift, the drifty drift.
Yeah.
Have you looked into getting that sorted out, or you think it's probably just going to be a getting new Joy-Cons thing? I haven't looked into it too much.
It's probably just, I'm probably just going to get a Pro controller.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that.
Like, I know you can get them fixed, but I also know that I saw kind of like at the beginning of quarantine, it's kind of when everyone's controllers started drifting. And so it's just like, with companies not operating at full capacity, it's really hard to get them fixed right now.
Right.
So it was like a bunch of people like kind of figured out how to fix them on their own. Mm-hmm. But I don't trust myself.
Yeah, that always just really scares me. It's ripping that warranty tag off immediately of anything, and oh shit. It's yeah.
I'm just looking for like, so far mine's not that bad right now. It kind of like comes and goes.
Mm-hmm.
And even when I do, it's like, it's very slight. And right now I'm just playing Animal Crossing.
That was a very fun, honest moment with yourself. I was glad to be there and part of it.
I'm trying to be a little more honest and just be real with myself.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You spent the money on it, and gall darn it, you're getting the money's worth out of it.
Exactly. So right now, it doesn't, like, hinder my gameplay very much. Like, if I, like, walk into a house and then I start kind of slowly walking somewhere I don't mean to, it's not a big deal.
Right.
But if I were playing something else, like I might be more frustrated and be more compelled to buy a pro controller. They're just not cheap unless you get a wired one, because I think a wired one is like 25, $30. But I don't want a wired one. I want a wireless one.
Yeah.
And those are like 50 to 60.
I think I've finally, because I was on a big feeling for a long time of like, I actually preferred the wired ones of any kind of controller, just because I can't stand when, like, for one, when controllers die, it drives me insane. I'm like, oh, great, now, you know, of course that just means take better care of your stuff. But, and also too, I mean, it's just, if it doesn't connect for whatever reason, you know, then you got to figure that out or resync it. And I think that's like bad memories from the Wii. Like, I still, like, I mean, fucking the times that we've had to set up a Wii and, like, sync the controllers and stuff, like, I still get frustrated.
That's so interesting. Because, like, I definitely get the frustration. Like, with the Wii, like, you didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Like, even if you bought, like, I had a classic controller to play Smash with, because I didn't like playing with the Wiimote and the nunchuck.
Yeah, because you're a capital G gamer. I get it.
Yeah. So I got the classic controller, but even that plugs into the Wiimote.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, like, the only way you could play is if you played with, like, a wired GameCube controller, which is fine, but also as, you know, things progress, those are harder and harder to come by. And, like, I have, what is it called? I have a Wavebird controller for my GameCube, so that's also wireless. But, like, those are, like, a hot commodity, especially in the Smash community, to have a wireless GameCube controller.
Oh, right.
So, like, if you look at, like, replacing that, it's, like, as much as, like, buying a set of Joy-Cons, it's, like, $60.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and they're, like, they're not new. They're not currently in production. It's, like, people who have unopened ones or, like, almost new ones. It's crazy.
Oh, jeez, yeah. Yeah, and, like, I always would yearn for the era of, like, this is tight squeeze.
I can't breathe during this little bridge.
I forgot which way. Okay. So, like, just real quick on this, like, so, like, if I move the Joy-Con or the analog stick to the left, it goes right. Like, it's like a real bike. And so sometimes my brain stops working and I'm like,
yeah. Especially with, like, you changing perspectives.
Yes. There's an alternative controller scheme, which I wonder if I can just change it out real quick. Okay. Not there. Here we go. I can do screen-based. I do not know how somebody would do this. Because check this out. The screen-based, I'm pretty sure this is the right one. It just, whatever direction you point the thing is where you go. So, like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, it's on an axis. Oh my god! They were like, "Do you want to play like this?" And I was like, "No, never."
No, it's terrible.
This is well, okay. I just can't even. Okay, I can't even. Okay, I guess I could change it the other way. Anyway, I'm comfortable here with these controllers. Anyway, yeet. All right. No, I just miss. I don't mean to sound like Andy Rooney, but like, I want my controller to work. I'll just plug in my PS2 controller to the PS2, and there it goes. Like,
right.
And it work. And so anytime, I guess that's just any kind of technology really is when it doesn't work, I get frustrated.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like, no offense, I don't know if that's like an only child thing.
Okay, maybe we can't blame all of my frustrations on being an only child.
I just mean with like video games in particular. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like there's a difference between people who like game by themselves. And like, I feel like people who game like by themselves have a tendency to get more frustrated because they're not used to like playing in front of other people.
Right.
And so, like, I'm used to, like, playing with my family or, like, playing with my little brother. So, like I do get frustrated, but I tend to like tone it down. Because like I'm like, oh, I don't want to like explode when I'm trying to like play a game with my family.
That's fair. That's fair.
So that's all I meant by that. But it's just interesting because like I've never thought about the controller frustration like that before.
Oh, right.
I was like, I don't think it's that big of a deal to sync a controller if you have to.
No, and it really isn't. Like, I'm not like hurting from it. I'm not like it's the worst thing. And that's kind of,
no, I know.
And that's kind of what I was like getting at is like they've gotten to a point now where like my frustration has really ceased. Like,
yeah,
I think it was just specifically with the Wii where like you really didn't have an option and you'd have to go get like a pencil or something to reset the sync and. And,
yeah, I guess I didn't think that like the Wiimote it has batteries. Like you can't charge it. It has battery.
Yeah, and then like I got like rechargeable batteries, but I mean you
have to remember to recharge them.
Yeah, certainly, and I struggled with keeping up with stuff as it was growing up, and so like, I just. That was like one more thing I had to pay attention to, and
right.
So I was not a fan of that. I'm sure there is an aspect of it of being an only child. I think also I just had like I wasn't patient. Like there was just certain things I wanted it to work, you know. Yeah. And I'm sure that can be harkened back to being an only child too. But maybe you're just more patient than I am. Maybe that's just
maybe I'm just really fucking dope.
Yeah,
and
there you go.
That's the only reason. I don't know.
It could be. There we go. There's, the world may never know. I've already beaten this level. I'm just dicking around here to wrap up this combo. But
oh, okay. I was wondering why it said show results.
Yeah, no, I'm at the end here. I found that out recently that once you finish the last one, you can just kind of dick around here at the campsite.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives you an opportunity to like practice.
Yeah, and not have to worry about it. Well, that was Lonely Mountains Downhill. Bad game title, but dope game.
But it looks very nice. Looks very fun.
Yeah, I like it. I highly recommend it if you want to do some mountain biking.
But not actually go outside.
Yeah, or if you want to like yeet yourself into a river like this. Here we go. Bam! All right.
You ever get the call of the void? Come here. Jump off a fucking mountain.
All right. Well, we'll maybe play this again later. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows?
All right. Bye.